This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Okay, let's get into a couple quick stories for today. Eminem talks about how he got the song Guns A-Blazing with Dr. Dre. Now, you can tell when Dr. Dre put his touch on a song. The sound is just so open. It's like you're in a theater when you're listening to it. His mixing ability and recording ability is unreal. Like, listen to that song versus all the other songs on the album. Night and day, you know? So that was supposed to be for, I think, Detox or something. And Eminem said that was actually a record I stole from Dre because he was sending me music and kept sending me stuff. And every time he sends it, I'm like, yo, this one's crazier than the last one. I don't even know which one is the craziest one. Then he sends me this one, the Guns A-Blazing one, and he's like, with his verse on the hook, and a hook, and it was like, yo, I got to jump on this. We actually traded a couple of times because I did a couple of other songs, and I'm like, yo, you can take that one for the ones, and I'll take this one. So they kind of traded it. It's very personal. It's a very interesting song. So we'll see, but. You know, like, Dre, I wish that he would drop the Detox album, which we'll never get. It's like, we got this amazing album in 2001, and then, like, never got anything else. It's like, biggest letdown. Yeah, he's made great moves and everything, but, you know, I thought every 4 or 5 years we'd get something from Dr. Dre, and we haven't. Like, he's really good at just putting together albums, period. We know that. You know, it's like... And, yeah, I feel like we're getting a little cheated here. I'm going to be honest with you. Snoop, he discussed... Well, I already kind of went over this yesterday, but Snoop discussed his top 10, and he said, I agree with Snoop's top 10. It wasn't about that. It was his tone and the way he ended the interview where he was like, yo, I could do without Eminem, period, in rap. And he said that hurt him because he felt like they were cool and on the same team. He had just seen them a few days prior. And, you know, to know that someone really feels like that. But I think that Snoop was hurt about something. Probably maybe Eminem didn't give him somebody he wanted or whatever. But anyways, doesn't matter. Daz Dillinger shares a throwback photo here. Saying you want to read my book, but I'm sure Daz Dillinger has a million stories, and I would really love to see the Snoop Dogg Dog Pound movie. Like, if you combined them both in one, that would be amazing. And Snoop should do it while he can, like while he can put his touch on it, Don't let someone else do it for you. Do it yourself. Young Thug reacts to him and Jerrika or whatever. I don't know how to say her name, man. Jerrika Carlay. Okay. I guess they split up. She was saying that he's this and that. She said single 2021. Get out of my mentions. Tell him to unfollow me. He shows all the flaws in himself. Ain't going back and forth about what happened 3 years ago. 2020 came with a lot of problems. I guess it comes with, like, maybe them being stuck in the house together or something. I don't know, but like these two love each other, man. They're gonna get back together. He's been supporting females that scream positivity. This drama's for sucker stuff. He's gets in my mind, and it's just kind of like abuse, kind of. So I don't know. Then Young Thug says he's been single for 2 years. Seems like, maybe he got caught stepping out or anything. But yeah, Young Thug's a good person. Honestly, I've seen him do a lot of good things for people. He's definitely not to be played with, but I've seen him do amazing things for people, like, help people in need, help rappers that needed, that hadn't had a hit in a while, and helps them out without talking about it and making a big thing about it. He doesn't talk about all the things he does for people. And I respect that, honestly, He doesn't sign everyone to these crazy deals. He lets them make their money and doesn't stay all in their pockets. Like Lil Baby and Gunna, you wouldn't really have them without Young Thug, So, like, you got to kind of, like, he's put his hands not only contributing his music, but also put his hands on the culture and helped artists get to another level. I did that a lot when I was doing music videos. There's a lot of artists that wouldn't be here today if I didn't, like, step in and make sure they got heard. Like, you got to do that. You got to put, and you don't got to talk about it. You just got to push things forward, man. Because, like, if you see talent, you got to push it forward, man. It's just right, Note to self: if Mike Will made it ever offers you a ride home, don't jump in the car. Yet again, he gets into another accident. Him and Sway Lee, I guess last night, were in an accident and nobody got hurt. And then, remember, just 4 years ago, he was in a bad one. Same night. New Year's Eve. Crazy, right? It was New Year's Eve, right? It was right around the holiday season. Same time. Okay. Crazy, right? So he's lucky. But he's probably a trash driver, let's be honest. Because, to have two that bad, I mean, things happen, But, I wouldn't be advertising that. And, he should definitely count his blessings. I'm glad he's super talented. Seems like a super cool person. But, don't be trashing the driving, my G. Don't be texting and driving if that's what he was doing. Who knows? What else is going on? I think that's about it, man. Am I tripping or not? Oh, yeah. I could just mention this. The Cash Doll, like, capes for French Montana, they must really be smashing, because it was like artists to leave behind in 2020. It was like French Montana, Trippie Redd, Lil Xan, and French Montana. She said, no, not him. Don't forget 20 years. 20 years? Come on. Stop it, Cash Doll. I'm not even going to go in. It's not worth even addressing that. But, French Montana is French Montana. He's good at... He's a hustler, man. That's all I could say. And that, I mean that in a positive thing. Like, he knows how to attach himself to certain things and get the most out of a situation. He'd be a great manager, too, but, he's great at managing himself at the same time, So, is he needed? No. But is he going to be around? Absolutely. Absolutely. Shout out, and then also I got to talk about Clubhouse. Let's just be honest. It's for fiends, bro. Like, I've seen 21 Savages always. If you go on Clubhouse any time of the night or day, 21 Savage is there. He's addicted to it. There's certain Meek Mill, Julian. There's a bunch of people you'll see on there all the time. I can't stand there. They say it's a great networking place, and it's not. Okay, you're gonna hear people babble. You'll probably get a few gems out of it, but it's like, wait, are you gonna sit there for 4 hours and just listen to people talk about nothing? That's what Clubhouse is. You just listen. It's a big conference with a bunch of people. People feel like it's normalizing stars, so like everyone's accessible and you can get on there and just talk to anybody. But it's like, it's also extremely annoying. Plus, these people are just giving content out. It's just dumb, Clubhouse, get on if you want. I mean, I'm not really into it. I tap in every once in a while because you can get a couple like ideas for what I do here, but that's about it, man. Clubhouse is a big waste of time. Now, will it survive? Will Clubhouse be a major factor? It is right now. Ever since Kevin Hart and everybody brought attention to it, I would say Meek Mill and Academic's little thing, and a couple of other stuff. It's hot right now. But will it last? I don't know. We'll have to see. I just don't see it being around forever, but I could be wrong. You never know how these things can manifest, I didn't think TikTok would be huge like it is. I thought, because we already did it with Vine and it didn't work. Like Vine worked for a little while and then it stopped. I didn't think TikTok was going to be as big as it was, but it took off. But you got Facebook and Twitter. They're hanging on. Clubhouse, I could see them being crushed if somebody replicates what they do. But I think they would sell it. They've only done like one round of investing, and they're worth like, what are they worth now? 250 million or something like that, or 200 million. They're only worth that because of the evaluation and the amount of, like, say I put in, say you bought $1 million for 1%, it'd be worth 100 million. It's like that's how it works. So that's how they feel it's worth. But I don't know how this will make money or anything. It might just be one of these apps that just doesn't make money. Like Snapchat doesn't make a profit. Some of these apps just don't make profits. It's just to gather data, and they're gathering a ton of data, and that's what I would be worried about. Like, they're gathering tons of data on people. They're recording all the conversations, analyzing data. That's what all these apps do, and they make a ton of money of selling data, buying patterns, what people post, what people like. There's a lot to this, and they make money off of that, and that's just off of you just giving them stuff for free. You got to think about that. Your data is worth something. Always. Analytics. It's Jordan Tower with JT News. I appreciate you guys. Smash that like button. Please smash that like button. It's so important. I appreciate you guys. Today's the first day of the year. So, set your pay, get clean up this weekend, get things ready for the new year. I love all these people that are making all these proclamations for the new year. This is the day where everyone's like, I'm going to do it. I'm cutting everybody out of my life, subtracting people from my life now. And then they're like, don't be mean to people this year. Don't do this. That stuff's out the window within 2 weeks. I'm going to the gym every day. Like all that kind of stuff. Have goals. Don't make them unrealistic. Do something realistic. It is a good reset in the mind, but you just got to go in, man. You got to go in. It's Jordan Tower with JT News. Smash that like button, and I'll check you guys on the next one. Peace. Hold yourself accountable. Don't worry about making proclamations on Instagram, okay? It's a sure way to sabotage yourself. Just do it for yourself. Write something down. Hold yourself accountable.